on it.
Coco.
We gotta address the
We live.
Hey y'all, what's up? Listen, I almost said something real grown. How y'all doing? Welcome to Lavish and Coco podcast. You know it's a Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday whatever. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Y'all gotta eat y'all lunch with us.
Right.
We imagining y'all right now eating a corned beef sandwich. I would have to go so far to fill y'all in on that joke. I was just saying, you know, when men don't have other things, you just tell them to give you a corned beef sandwich and take you home.
That's it?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Kiss
Okay.
you, put a hickey on your neck, and then send you home. I mean, you know. So listen, Lavish T. Williams and Coco, we here. We are got. Okay.
Get it together, Coco. Get it together.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on.
So that's the sound you made last night?
No.
Okay.
No. I was, listen. When I start back with them activities.
Now, how would you know?
I'm going to have the biggest ring in the hood.
How would you know?
He going to know. Let me introduce y'all guests. Melvin, Mel-Man, Bender, the man, the myth, and the legend. And Melvin is a comedian, an actor, and all of that stuff. And we talking today about the state of black comedy because it's ridiculous. So let me jump around. Melvin is like my brother, my confidant. So it's stuff that I call and tell him. He be like, I got to go because he don't want to hear it. And it'd be too much. It'd be too much and over the top. But I don't be telling him to be telling him. I be telling him so if he see this person, then he'd be like, oh, okay, let me run interference. Because, we got codes.
Yes.
So if it's somebody be like, Mel, guess who so-and-so and so-and-so. So if we out doing the show together and this person show up, Mel know to run interference.
Yep.
Now I done slid the information in and all that stuff. So
now people going to be watching.
I know.
But
y'all ain't gonna even know. Y'all ain't gonna even know. No. Y'all won't even know.
Been
so we talking about the state of black comedy, but before we get into that, we really have to first we want to send love and prayers and condolences to our comedy brother Ricky Smiley, who lost his son yesterday. And no, I haven't tried to reach out to Ricky because I know everybody trying to reach out to him and all of those things. So we want to send us from the comedy world here and all over the world. We want to send a lot of love and prayers and just hugs of comfort to our comedy brother, Mr. Ricky Smiley. We love you, Ricky. And
good dude.
I know this is not a good segue, but we have to talk about the incident in Memphis.
Yeah.
Because it's so many layers to it, and we're not gonna make that the show because we're talking about comedy, but that lets you know on so many levels about the importance of life and what's important. And then the thing that drives people, because now everything is coming out that one of the police officers dated a young lady that
was married.
It was his ex. But the guy who got killed, who he killed along with some of his constituents, co-workers, he dated the young lady.
Right.
And then he took a picture of the body and sent it to her.
While he was laying on the ground. Yeah.
So listen, people, don't let your pride and sex and relationships get the best of you, because they have changed their lives and especially the lives of the young man forever. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So, with that being said, Lavish.
Okay, quiet down, simmer down a little
what up,
bit.
though? I can talk loud.
Okay, quiet down a little bit.
No. It's 12 noon, the sun's shining, we right here.
We right here. Coco, what's happening, man? Listen, we got a guest. We got Mel-Man, the comedian, in here. But before we go deep down into the conversation.
Thank y'all for coming to my birthday party Saturday.
Cut me off while I'm at it.
I couldn't get you to talk. Now you want to talk.
Goodness gracious, quiet down. Yeah, so that's what you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Simmer down.
Simmer down.
He's about to sing you a birthday song.
Yeah, so we we went out Saturday was Coco's 60th birthday party, and I went out to help celebrate with her and everything. And it was a pretty nice party in Highland Park.
Yeah, listen, we do nice stuff in Highland Park.
No, to be honest with you, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Because you told me you were having it in Highland Park. Mm-hmm. So I didn't look at anything. I said, okay, she's having it in Highland Park. I know where it's at. I don't need to see anything.
You went to the other spot.
I went to the other spot. Walked into the other spot. They didn't stop me. They said, hey, come on in. I said, okay, cool. So I'm looking. I'm like, where's she at? I'm looking. I see birthday balloons over there. I'm like, all right, they over there. But it say 55th. I'm like, okay, well, they might be the other party in the front. So, I'm by myself.
Right.
So, you ain't like you got a crew with you. You talk to somebody, so you looking like a lame. So you like, all right, let me shift over here to the corner. Let me pull out my phone. Let me go look at this flyer. Oh, I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah.
So I didn't know Highland Park had 2 bars.
Yeah, Woodward Bar and Grill, that's where you went. My party was at the Woodward Bistro.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just found out that they got 2 bars in Highland Park. Never knew that. I don't.
Why are we saying 2 like it's something big though?
Because it's new. Because Highland Park didn't have that.
Most people got 20 bars. They got 2.
So let me give y'all the history. The Woodward Bar and Grill is near Tuxedo as you enter Highland Park, and then the Woodward Bistro is on Woodward and Avalon. But there are other bar-related businesses in Highland Park, but those are the 2. When you think of the bars in Highland Park, you think of the Woodward Bar and Grill, the Woodward Bistro. Because I had people come to the Woodward Bistro. They was like, hey, so-and-so party here. I said, nah, his party down the street. And then there was people that text me, like, I'm here, you ain't here. No, come on down the street, son. Because they didn't read the information.
Yeah, we didn't read it. So I went down to the wrong place, man. Look, I'm gonna play this little clip right here.
Yeah, play that
Coco's party. Let me get it right here.
He got it.
I got it.
He always got something.
I always got something. I don't know if the audio is gonna be up on here.
I know with your bat phone, your high-tech phone. It feels really good to be 60 as well. Let me just say that.
60.
60. Listen, baby, listen. Whoo! I feel good. Baby, I feel good all over.
Until you get to her knee, and then it don't feel good no more.
Listen, I was practicing when I get my husband how we gonna have relations. He gonna have to have some upper strength in that arm to catch this knee. But it'll be in top working order by then. I'm working on that.
How you practice for that though?
What?
To that relation, you just pull your knee back. And
okay, so I already do these exercises to strengthen my knee. Anyway, so I lay on my back and hold my legs straight up like an L.
You lay on your back and hold your legs
scissors. Up. No, okay, go play the video.
No, I'm just saying. No. You said it. That's what you do. You lay on your back with your legs up, and you do the scissor.
And pull her legs all the way back.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that. Now you lying there. This ain't no this ain't no OG porno. No.
Hold on, Coco. Hold on, Coco. Here you go.
Man, why you instigating?
Most people don't know how to do that. Most girls don't know when you
how
do
to
that.
Get up on
you
the
gotta
toe.
get on the toes.
Oh, you gotta shift it.
Yeah, you gotta get. See,
and when you get on your toes, you shift everything. Everything in the back drop low.
Yeah, get the little arch. Yeah, there you go. That's what I seen. I knew automatically. I said, "Coco knows what she does."
Oh, stop. I had a wonderful time. And music is therapy for me because I dance and it help,
Yeah.
Work out your joints and yeah. Do men do that?
What's that?
Yeah, y'all do. Y'all put on a song and y'all put on songs and male dance, and then you put on songs and act like you social and all that. And chick.
Oh, I'm a bad man by myself dancing.
See?
Oh man.
See?
Well, you know I dance. I love to dance.
See,
okay, damn that. Who made them cupcakes? Because they was delicious.
my brother Till was talking about them cupcakes. Them cupcakes
was delicious, man.
So was the birthday cake. Did you use the birthday cake?
No, because you didn't want to cut it.
No, I did cut it. So listen, when I left the birthday party, Mel and everybody was still there. I got a phone call because Horace H.B. Sanders, God bless his heart and his timing. Hey, sis, where you at? I'm in the bed. I had got home. My brother had dropped me off. I had took a shower. I ain't lying. And got in the bed. I was in that thing, and he just got there. Wow. It was a couple other folks that was late, but you know. So on them cupcakes, I'm gonna find out who made them cupcakes because they were amazing. I ain't get none of the cake though. That cake looked good. I cut the cake. And I started giving pieces of the cake away. But
hold on a second, Coco. I want to show everybody this picture because I caught this picture. I caught this picture. You know, I was working. Why you wasn't paying attention? No,
I knew you was working. I saw you with your camera. I saw you.
You seen me, okay? You knew something was happening. Mm-hmm. That's Coco looking like Big Shirley from What's Happening.
Yes, I was cute on that picture. You see how cute I am? Do y'all see
look at that hair?
You look innocent.
So I
she
think
look like a bully.
No, I think I was maybe 9 or 10 on that picture, and my mother had pressed and curled my hair the day before. And I used them pink rollers to hold them curls.
Pink spongy rollers?
Yes.
Pink spongy ones?
Yes. I used them rollers to hold them curls in my head. But my brother-in-law kept saying, "Where Lavish?" He wanted to meet Lavish. So what did he tell you, Lavish?
Oh, yeah. So he walked up to me. And I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. And he got to talk, and he like, "You're Lavish. And I heard so much about you, and it's a pleasure to meet you." And I was just like, wow, okay, Coco really do be talking about me. Yeah.
Well, he wanted to meet you because you always talking about, like, you be so surprised because I always tell you, I know about towing and cars and all of that. So that's my brother-in-law. And him and his other 3 brothers, one of his brothers is my daughter's father. He gone in glory.
Okay, that's okay. He didn't go into depth about it or whatnot.
Yeah. So they race cars for real. Like take them to the speedway. They go to Milan and they race cars for real. Now did they racing over on Livernois and Warren, but my first they had a towing service and all that stuff like that. So he wanted to officially meet you. You know, that's listen, that's brother-in-law. That brother-in-law don't play about his sister-in-law. No games.
Yeah, Coco, all. She brung him out. You know,
that was a nice process.
And you met my grandson.
Yeah. So I didn't know that was your grandson when I came in the door. I thought it was security or somebody working the door.
It was.
So when I came in, he was just like, wow, "You're Lavish."
Right.
And I was sitting there like, dang, okay. Shoot, Coco, she let everyone. So I was feeling special. Like,
stop pointing at me.
Like,
all right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't nobody saying it. All right now. It's me, baby.
What up, dude?
Ain't nobody asked about you. Sit up.
But you always got to let people know who's showing up and who coming. And, you know, we do our research. So, yeah, I had a good time. I did. Oh, yeah, I had Mel-Man came and was showing out.
That was a ball.
Yeah, he did. Coco, she was loud as usual. She's supposed to be at a birthday party celebrating, but she was emceeing her own party.
That's how you do it, man.
You got to do.
She was in there. She was on there. She was moving.
Shout out to Howie Bell for not giving a damn.
Listen, Howie Bell didn't.
Now, which one was that?
With the little afro that looked like Lamont Sanford.
Okay, now I thought you were talking about the white guy that was there.
Snow Cone.
Okay,
yeah.
I got him on here too.
Snow Cone and Jim and I came in like Darkwing Duck. So this is a great segue. Thank you, Mr. Lavish.
Yeah, no, I mean you had a great party. But
it did look like Darkwing Duck.
Oh, he came in there serious. He said we need to get him on the show.
Okay,
that's what he said.
Okay, so he
said we weak. Y'all got to get me up on there.
Okay, I need y'all to like, follow, and share, and subscribe to the Lavish and Coco podcast.
We coming, baby. We coming.
Yeah, we coming. We need y'all to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the Lavish and Coco podcast because we promise to bring you the best that we could bring you. And if you got any suggestions, it's cool. We open to suggestions, and we want to bring stuff that's current and stuff that's happening and all that stuff like that. We're gonna bring some healthcare providers on and all that stuff. We're going to talk about the things that really, really affect us in the community. We know everybody eating and doing everything. We all know about the sex stuff and all like that. But I really want to talk to my brother, my friend, my confidant, and we're going to do a series because about the state of Black comedy. So if you know somebody, please share it because it's so many layers to this. So Mel, listen, let's talk about the state of Black comedy on the levels that I don't think people understand. Because, okay, so you got Kevin Hart. You got Kevin Hart. You got Dave Chappelle. You got Cedric the Entertainer. You got all those folks.
Right.
And when people call to book you for a show, I know you understand. They'll say, well, yeah, Coco, you did a show for me about 15 years ago, and you charged me $500. Well, ma'am, wherever that invoice is, I want you to copy
Yesterday prices are not today's
Thank
prices.
you. So when I tell them this is how much it is, some people are like, oh, I need to, okay. But you already know what your budget is when you call somebody. You know what your budget is when you go to the grocery store. You know what your budget is when you go to Somerset. Yes. Don't call us like you don't know what your budget is. Then when we tell you something, I've had people say, well, if you cost that much, how much Kevin Hart cost? Do you see Kevin Hart and his planes and his entourage? And when you see me, I got an EBT card and I'm at Famous Foods trying to shop. Do you understand? It's a difference.
Big difference.
But Kevin Hart got to become Kevin Hart because he stopped minimizing his gift to appease the people. Come on, Mel. I'll let you do this. This you. The state of Black comedy. Start wherever you want.
Well, let's start with that. Let's start with the promoters and the people that do the show. Let's talk to y'all. I think we have been, especially here in Michigan, like I see, we've been totally disrespected by y'all. There are some promoters that are great, like Lewis Allen. I think that's my dude. Billy's cool. I don't know if he's in the game anymore, but there's a lot of promoters, like she said, that'll call us. And she said it perfectly. You know how much money you got. Why ask? You know what we worth. If you book me, and that just happened to me about a week or two ago. Yeah, you did a show for us about 7 years ago, and it was like whatever, like $300-400. You did such and such. I done had 18 commercials in there.
Can I do the shameless plug? So, the thing it's a lot of stuff. Mel-Man was also the spokesperson for Bishop Airport in Flint. He was that spokesperson. So whenever you saw the commercial, he was the spokesperson. And he was also the brother that was sitting on that beautiful red leather couch by Art Van. That he was disrespecting the couch. You had your feet on the couch. You know your mama taught you not to put your feet on the couch. It was everything on the couch.
Come here, boy. Knowing damn well that wouldn't happen.
Was that Smokey?
No, that wouldn't happen in no Black family.
So let's talk about the whole money thing because it makes me angry.
Yeah, I think you guys need to start giving us what we're worth. We know what we went out here and did. Like and I always say this to Coco, so this ain't about me being on the show. We've talked about this a million times. I go to bat for them so I can come up. Right. So if I say, how in the hell can you have a show here and say, I'm going to book Coco, who was the face of this. She came, now there are people before her, let's not get it twisted, but she became this entity. And anytime you talk comedy, it would be Coco. So then you had the Mike Bonners, the Foolishness, and everybody else. So why is it that when you guys book these shows and you have these shows coming here, you don't say, well, let's put Coco on the show, let's do this. And you promoters, every one of you do this. You bring these cats in and you pay them $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. Every one of y'all do it. I dare a promoter to tell me I'm wrong because I call you out by name. And you'll call us. I remember hosting the show. It was Michael Blackston, Benji Brown, I think Tony Roberts was on the show. I think he came in a little late because I think everybody's flight was late. Okay. So they called me in, and he gave me $150. So me being cool with these people, I asked them what were they getting paid. None of them made under $5,000. Not one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm like, man, I just hosted this whole show and did better than like 3 of the people that was on the show.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
He was on the show, and I got $150. This is what they're doing to us. And you guys in the city, you gotta start saying, okay, let me ride for these people. You go down there, and no offense and no disrespect to the Mike Epps, to the Blacks, anybody. You guys will go see them. You'll pay $200 and go, man, that show wasn't even all that. But you'll come see us, for free complain, and we destroying that bitch. So I don't get the math and I don't understand that.
But it's like, and I used to hear this. I had an ex that used to say this all the time. And the more I do what I do, it makes sense. Familiarity breeds contempt.
Mm-hmm.
When I can see you, hear you, and come in contact with you, that means we need to broaden our distance. We love our people. We love our community. I'm in the grocery store. I'm in Meyer. I'm everywhere. But sometimes you have to not be seen and make people appreciate who you are. You don't want to be that way. And you tell me this all the time. You don't want to be that way. But when people can get to you, then they feel very comfortable in some of the craziest stuff that they say and ask and want you to do. And I'm like, you wouldn't dare. And I'm using this because people use this. You would not go into any high-end store at Somerset Mall or any other mall in the world. Y'all going to Dubai, y'all shopping and everything. And you wouldn't go in there and say nothing about the price of what you wearing or what you trying to buy. Right. But if we tell you, well, yeah, I could come out and I could host the event. No, I'm not going to be there for 4 hours. No, I'm not. Well, we need you to come out and then we going to make cornbread and then we going to do collard green egg rolls. I'm not doing that. Give me a script. Give me a time. And yeah, I could come out and do it for this. Oh, well, listen, and I need a hotel room.
Right.
Oh, well, anything over 30 minutes, I need a hotel room.
I agree.
I really feel like, and Mel, this is where some of the disrespect is coming. It's coming from the other comedians.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
100%.
If somebody called me and they say, hey, we doing this. I mean, I got my, like, on my hand, I know who can fulfill. If they say, we doing a clean church show, I'll be like, okay, this is this crew. We need this, we got this. Okay, we doing a show here, we got this. I know the people that I don't have to worry about them being late. I don't have to worry about them showing up high.
Right.
I don't have to worry about nothing getting stole out the hotel. I don't have to worry about, and you laughing, come on. You and I both know it's comedians that steal shit out of hotels.
That's why I'm laughing. Trust me.
They what? So now somebody coming to you doing a show, and somebody coming to you like, hey, that young man that was working with you, he got a whole bottle of tequila in his pocket. Who?
Right. You're right.
Hold on 1 second.
This real shit, y'all.
This real.
It's not jokes. It's real.
This real grown ass people.
Yes. Doing
got this. A backpack full of stolen shit. They done stole gumbo. How you steal gumbo off a buffet?
They got a heated pocket. They done put the gumbo in their pocket.
Listen,
and then zipped it up and it stayed.
So now I'm like, you can't run the video back. Because now you really looking crazy. But I know the people, if people call and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Right. And okay, well, this the crew, this the people I'm assembled, but you got to pay us. Yeah. What am I going to them saying? What are you offering? And then they'll say, promoters, well, we could give you you're not giving me a hotel room. You want me to drive 2 hours to host a cheerleading competition. And then the night after that, you doing a comedy show. You're not giving me a hotel room. You owe me a hotel room.
That comes in there. Right. Absolutely.
Well, the money we paying, you can't get a hotel room? No. You ain't asked them the little, I almost cussed and said something so ugly. No. The cheerleaders got a room.
Right.
They ain't getting dressed on the bus. Man, quit playing with me. No. But the disrespect comes from another comedian. Mm-hmm. That's a great level of disrespect. I want to do a female show. Okay, well, let me call this person, that person. And then they'll say, okay, so I'll give them the names. I'm not negotiating no money. Sometimes if they say this the budget, I'll call and be like, Mel, this is what they got.
Right.
But they'll call another comedian. Hey, I was talking to Coco and she said that the budget was so and so and so and so. So we want to do our female show. And somebody will say, well, you could pay me half of what she getting and I'll get the other comedians together.
The other ones together. Yep.
So how I find out, they start putting the show together and tickets may not be selling. I ain't being arrogant. God gave me this gift. Ticket sale is slow. It's 2 weeks before the event. Ticket sale slow. So the promoter come back. Hey, Coco, listen. I said, I saw the flyer. That's a good show you put together.
Right.
Hey, is there any way that we could add you to the show because the ticket sales ain't selling. And people keep asking, are you on the show? Yeah, bro, but it's going to cost you triple.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes.
You
Yes.
could have got me for this,
Yes.
but you went behind my back and you got somebody else to help you. Now, if you get me, it's going to cost you triple. Oh, well. As soon as my phone hang up, I'm going to have to get a 50% deposit. So this is my Zelle, Venmo, and Cash App.
No, you wait to the hang up. I say I need to hit a ding while we on the phone.
No, I had to wait for the hang up. I had to wait for the hang
I'm
up.
looking like while we talking.
I had to wait for the hang up.
Nah.
I wait for the hang up. And then now they're like, hey, yeah. And when I walk in the door, give me my money. I hate that. Don't walk around. And I know you got my money. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
And y'all promoters, you get drunk. And now we got to chase you around the club at the end of the night because you drunk. That's something that irritates the hell out of me. So promoters, and I'm talking to y'all and y'all only. When comedians are on the show, now I had to learn this from Coco. When we get there, have a parking space in the front. I don't care about your friend's bitch that got the white jacket on and she got to come in. I don't care about her. Let her walk. Y'all call us where you at. Nigga, I'm walking down the street. I had to park 1.5 miles away from the show. We want parking spots. If it's 3 people on the show and you know we're the main part of the show, 3 parking spots right in the front. How hard is that? We're not asking for much. You guys are killing us. And like Coco was saying, if people get familiar with us and then we start branching away. I'm going to say this. Her 60th birthday was the other day. We was all there. Let me ask y'all the question. For all the people that was down there talking to her, that was down there, hey, hug, this and that. If Kevin Hart had a birthday, you think your ass would have been able to walk up and do that? No. I've been to these birthday parties. You wouldn't get close. If the D-Rays are, you wouldn't get close. Even if you're a comedian. And you have to be on a certain level to deal with certain people. Not that we're better than anybody, but we've paid dues. You guys are not paying the dues. So Coco is like, hey, I'm Coco. It's cool. I hug, talk to everybody. That's rare. That's not going to happen. Go to somebody else's party and try that. Hey, let me get your ass. Wait, what you doing over here? Go to Lil Rail. Let Lil Rail have a party. And you walk up because you're a comedian. Hey, I'm a comedian. And see how close you get.
Yeah.
It got that.
That's how it is with me. People can't walk up to me like that.
Okay, so what I was saying was like,
and listen,
I'm not a big dog food for my dog.
So wait, so the other part is, and these are things that we see, like, can we just not have to come through the front door and walk through all the people that's in line?
First of all, Coco, can you say that one more time? I don't think the promoters heard you.
Listen. And I want the comedians, I really think if we just come together with some allegiance and alliance, listen, if you got a front door, and we got to start asking, I don't want to walk through the front door through 400 people and they buying tickets and all of that stuff, and you don't know, are we supposed to have you? No, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to flex like, yeah, we got them here and they here. Listen, let me come through the back, go in my dressing room and get dressed and do what I got to do. Number 3, 4, and 5. Please stop bringing random people to our dressing room door. Your family. My auntie, grandmama want to take a picture with you. Can we do it after the show?
Yes, Jesus.
Can we do it after the show? Because out of the 10 people that come to the door, everybody a comedian. Let me tell y'all this joke. See, I told them to put me on the show.
Lord. And what about the comedians that do get back there and try to holler at them? Hey man, y'all should have had me on this. It would have been a better show. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, in front of in your face.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be funny. Yeah. So I gotta address something because this is No. I gotta say this to all the comics that we work for as well. Thank you for having our envelope when we come in. Chanel walk right up to you. You in the door 2 minutes, and Chanel walking up, giving you your envelope with a thank you card.
Chanel is the best at that.
Yeah. I would have to say that. Top tier. Listen, and it don't care. As soon as she come in, she gonna pull you to the side, take care of the business.
Yep.
To the other comedians that take care of the business or say, hey, I'm a Cash App you. What's your Cash App? Thank you.
Right.
But to y'all folks that run around and the show over and I'm sitting there and the band wrapping up cords and equipment and all of that, as a fellow comic, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. Because I've left. I'll be like, listen, I'll catch up with you later on, but I got to get your money. You should have got the money at 5 o'clock.
I agree.
It's 12 o'clock. I'm not finna sit here and wait on my money.
We got to be the last one to leave.
Last one to leave.
The longest to drive, and yeah, that's just
all of
just
that
unheard of.
All of that. All of that. Can we talk about hotel etiquette, please?
No. So before you jump over to something else, I want to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry, please. I forgot.
I want to speak from a side of a comic. I'm not a comic, so I want to speak on the people that's watching that might not know what comics go through. When you're dealing with these first of all, do people look at y'all as serious comedians because of the bigger names that's out there? Do they consider you guys being in the same city, local?
They do.
Do they respect you the same way? Respect your craft. That's what I want to say.
Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes that's a good question though.
Sometimes they don't, and people will say, "Well, you local, baby. Listen. I'm here. I'm here.
I gotta live somewhere.
I gotta live. If I was in California, that would make me local in California.
Right.
I think people don't value your craft until you hit the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you hit the stage, then you've garnered the respect. My beef or discord or whatever you want to call it is never with another comedian. I'm going on stage to have the best possible experience and give my audience the best possible experience that they've had.
Right.
But when you see somebody that is from your city on stage and they have an amazing show and you've been disrespectful and you've said, well, you local, whatever, and they go on stage and tear that mug up, then don't come up to them later on like, yeah, I saw you at the show. I didn't know you was that funny. What? And then I be want to say, don't you do hair? Yeah, I didn't know you could do hair either.
Right.
So when you got promoters out here, and this is coming from a person that don't know the business.
Right.
Me personally, I didn't know that you guys were getting paid what you get paid or request when you go out to these shows, being on the outside of everything. I've just figured that it was more so of I'm going to ask you, Coco, can you come to my show? I can throw you something. I can look out for you.
I hate that word, though.
Versus the craft of this is how you make your money.
Yeah.
And this is, how I feed my family.
Yes.
So when you have promoters that you speak on, do they know the business side of getting comedians versus when you get entertainers like rappers or singers?
Some of them do.
I was gonna say some.
Some of them. So it's a group of promoters that they went from initially doing parties, and now they do comedy shows and they do other events and they bring other artists in. But each of them bring a different element. They do a show once a month at the MCRC, Lloyd, Elbow, all that crew, the Elbow Entertainment, Jelly Roll. They do a show once a month. So they learn the element of entertainment and stuff like that. But you have to, it's an applied science. Mm-hmm. You have to put it to work. So immediately when a promoter says, hey, I want you to do this show, I'm going to throw you something. Don't talk to me like this a dope deal. Because if you was buying an A-fee or Big or whatever you was buying, and I give you some numbers, you either gonna get it or you ain't. How we gonna flip this? How we running this bag? What we gonna do? What's gonna be our move? Because if you call me, I'm weighted up. Okay, calm down. Right. My pass. You see how my pass?
They just jumped in there. I caught it.
If you call me and you want me to provide a service, then I'm gonna do that. But throw me and all of that, no, because okay, I don't mind sending you a picture, I don't mind sending you a brief bio, but now you want me to go live. Hey, could you do a live and say you doing a show for Moon Muck Muck da 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 da? You on a promo every week. That's why I charge you so much, because now you on a promo. Mm-hmm. So that's why you charging so much? Because you're gonna want me to do a video.
Okay. And the reason I ask that is because when people see how approachable you guys are, I can catch them at the store, I can catch them at the mall. They might not realize that it's a fee and it's a cost, and the cost is what it is because they look at you as one of them. I mean, he's just
That's
Coco.
what I try to separate.
So,
I try to tell. I stay on her about that.
He does.
About like say, and it's not to say, hey, we're above you. It's to say, give us that respect. Like we let you get in our zone, like or something like that. Like when Coco going somewhere or the mic, we are way too approachable. Like, hey, Coco, like fall back when you go somewhere. Go in the back. Don't let everybody come back. You know, there's some people that respect her. Like they'll say, "I'm not." Is it? They'll ask me, like, "You think Coco will take a picture with me?" And I never say, "Yeah, come on." I'm like, "Well, let me ask her, Coco. Is it?" You know, I'm not gonna do that. But a lot of people don't, and they like right because they see us in Kroger or something.
Right.
Hey man, I saw you. Blah 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 blah. Can you do this gig and whatever. So, you know what? We get the respect, but we get it more when we get on stage.
And we get it more when we out of town. And then
Way
I
more.
used to always have security with me all the time. Now it's kind of exclusive if depending on what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But as I just turned 60, my gears are going to shift because the other side is people feel like, oh, you just did a show. I know you got $100,000 on you. Sir, listen.
Yeah.
I got $17.82. Okay.
48 bills.
I got to put these pants back in the cleaners because 2 people spilled drinks on me. So it's sort of, you have to divide and separate yourself, even on the spiritual level. I don't want all them different energies and folks around me and in my face and all that stuff. I don't want all of that because people get real comfortable. Last year I had an incident. I'm counting. So last year, I'm hanging out with my goddaughter, and I go to a club for comedy night. It was a young lady there, and sometimes you just got to be thankful that you got a little hood in you. It was a young lady there, and I'm sitting in the back, and she came up to me. She started saying, I do the crab, but the seafood boils. You ought to let me make one. So I said, I don't eat seafood like that. And she said, well, what you eat? I said, I'm allergic to shrimp, lobster, all of that. So I noticed her energy was changing. And my boy was standing to the side. She didn't even know we was together. My boy was standing to the side. So I had to put some distance between them. So I went to stand up. When I went to stand up, she kind of stepped back. But when she stepped back, I saw that she had a pistol. Okay.
It's crazy. What kind of situation were you in?
I was at a club for comedy.
Goodness
she had a whole ass pistol on her hip. And she was extremely intoxicated. So my goddaughter was right here. Well, you can't see it. My goddaughter's here. My boy was standing behind her. And she was like, bitch, you gonna listen to me? I said, okay. So now,
wow.
So now, I'm finna tear this motherfucking club up. Cause I tell everybody, I'm going home. I got something to do.
Right.
I'm going home. So I get up. My boy stepped closer to her. She's steadily talking. I sidestep her, and I'm leaving. And I sat down for a minute, then I said, no, I'm going to leave. We told the people that were security at the club what was going on, and she had been drinking excessively, and she had a gun on her, and blah, 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 all that, because I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm out.
Right.
Even the host said, you finna leave? I said, yeah, I'm finna leave, old girl. And I explained to old girl tripping. I don't know what she on or whatever. We even alerted security, like, hey, old girl been drinking. She got a pistol on her. And she gonna get her wig split like a pig foot. Right. She finna get her shit tore out the motherfucking frame. Cause immediately when I saw the pistol, I went back to my Dale Brown self-defense, being bullied in school. Cause now your pistol finna be my pistol, and that's what I'm gonna split your wig with. In the name of Jesus. So we tell security, and he says, well, I don't care what she do, long as they don't hit my new car. I said, okay, well, I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I got in my whip and left. So it's people think that whatever they do is okay. And it's not okay. And just because I'm a comedian today don't mean I'm a punk. Don't ever get it. Don't get it twisted because I tell jokes and make people laugh. I
say that all the time. I even say that on stage. Y'all better stop thinking because we crack jokes. Because I'm going to say this.
We crack heads too.
Hello? For all the ones that don't know, 90% of your favorite comedians have been to prison and they got felonies, murder charges, bank robbery, they shot people, stabbed. I'm telling y'all, stop running up. We ain't Chris Rock. Like Chris Rock allowed that to happen because of the position he was in.
Yeah, that's what that was.
So stop. We're not that. Y'all better stop. And here's another thing too. They check y'all. They don't check us.
Don't tell.
No, they need to know. They need to know. You run up. We're not punks. I done seen people run on stages and get towed down before. So stop running up thinking y'all tough. Yeah. And let us just do our job, man. If you got an attitude when you come into a comedy show, don't come.
Can we talk about hecklers, please?
Yeah.
And the people that think that because they holler out real ignorant stuff from the audience that they help on the show. Yeah, I helped the show. No, you're not. Drunk white lady in the audience that's mad because we done said something that you don't like and you want to run on stage. You're not helping the show. No. You're adding to the element of get your ass whooped. You notice the air in there whooped.
Yeah, I don't like hecklers either, man. Cause I was on stage one day. I was at the Punch Bowl, and I was doing
punchline.
Okay. You don't even know what I was at the comedy club. I was doing my set. See the terminology?
Yeah.
I was on stage and I was doing my set, and I'm making the audience do what they supposed to do. I'm entertaining the audience, and I get this heckler in the back, and he like, yeah, you said that already.
Who did that to you?
Man, it was dark. I ain't even.
No, you hear a voice.
I heard the voice, but I didn't see. I didn't see
that show.
Yeah. You was at that show?
I might have been the one that yelled.
Oh man.
Yeah, I might have. Tell my man, this crowd is crazy, y'all. What's wrong with y'all? Nothing. Because I performed that day.
So wait.
Yeah. No, that was that other guy that was on there.
Yeah, you too, because you went up before he did.
I was the introduction.
But you tried to do jokes.
I tried to.
I want to do my jokes because
I
thought this looked easy, and then you realized when you got up there,
I didn't have nothing written. That was the thing. So
hey, funny is funny.
I was
funny.
We don't. A lot of times we don't either.
I was funny. They laughed. They chuckled.
Yeah,
they chuckled for 5 minutes and 41 seconds.
They enjoyed you.
No, but I want to say this about. I know we're talking about hecklers, but while I'm here, and I don't want to not mention it.
No, go ahead.
That was the first time I ran across you. Didn't know you, and I remember the guy that was on there before you got up there, and I'm there paying attention because I'm just learning.
Right.
I'm seeing. From a different point of view of how comedy works, and I'm listening to the other guy talk, blah 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 blah, and he was funny. I didn't know what to expect. And then you came up there, and the energy that you had, I like that. It was like I'm paying attention and I'm listening and I'm looking. I'm like, man, this guy, man, he quick on his feet. And then he talking about this. He talked about the last guy about, I don't know what's wrong with the crowd because they laughing for me.
So the last comedian that came up before Mel-Man, I hate to cut you off, Lavish, kept saying, oh, what's wrong with this crowd? There's something wrong with y'all. And that you don't assault your crowd.
See, I'm picking up on stuff. And I'm like, wow, man, I like that, man. It was like, it was energy. And then if I would have known, it was my first time up there. And I'm like, man, if I would have known, like listening to you talk trash, I talk trash too, right? But I wasn't in my comfortable element to reply back, even if it was funny or not.
Hold on. Everything. No, it was talking trash.
I'm turning my back because I know what you're finna say.
But everything that I do on stage in the comedian, that's strategic.
Okay.
I never go up there and say I'm gonna talk trash. Anything I say or come out of my mouth has been me sitting there, scanning the room, paying attention, listening to people, looking at the age demographic. There's a science to this. It's a chess. Just like what Howie Bell did at her thing. I see the crowd like this. He strategically position all this stuff and then just start knocking everybody down. So it's never, that's what everybody think. We just go up there and get the rah, and like, no,
you studied that crowd.
We studied the crowd.
Okay.
We understood what was going on. The first mistake I ever made on stage, the first time I ever walked on stage was at the all jokes aside, Wednesday night, her
Amateur
night,
yeah.
key the crowd. The first mistake I made, because I was bombing, said something about her. As God is my witness, this is my first time ever on stage.
Okay.
And she was hosting, and I remember saying something about her because my set was bad. She didn't know who I was or nothing. And Coco went up on that stage, and that 3 minutes that she tore off into my ass seemed like 8 hours. Because everything she said about me was funny. And I'm just sitting in the back like, I'd never do that again. And I learned. And I went back to the lab. And then the next thing was a comedy competition. So, no, man, you learned. The first time I ever was on stage was at the All Jokes Aside.
And you never, if it's a weekly event or a monthly event and the audience has established a relationship with the host, you never ever turn on the host, because they have a sense of commitment to the host that goes way beyond that stage. It's way beyond that stage, and they have a relationship, and they feel like you attacking one of their family members. So I've seen, not just you, Mel, I've seen comedians do that. Like they go on stage and they having a bad set. They be like, yeah, and y'all host so and so and so and so, and this all you hear the audience go.
Yep.
and I don't know what's worse. You could weigh it either way. When the audience start talking among themselves, or when you turn them into a library and they go and don't say nothing. Ooh, oh, y'all ain't gonna say nothing. You know that outfit he got on is so and so and so and so. And then they posture change. They start leaning back and then they cross their arms. Don't ever make the host your enemy, because that host got to go back on stage. Yes. And finish what they gotta do. They gotta go. They gotta go back.
That was my mistake, and I never made that mistake ever again in my life.
Yeah, you gotta establish a relationship. So it's comedy has rules. It's a book called The Comedy Bible by Judy Garrett, and she has that book and other book. Anybody that's embarking on being a comedian, if you're really serious, you could tap into my Facebook, Ginger Hudson. I'm actually putting together a master's class for people that are interested in becoming comedians. No, it ain't gonna be $1 or $2. It ain't gonna be that, but it's gonna be a master's class strictly built around comedy and everything that I learned. I've been doing comedy in April to be 32 years, and I've learned a lot. Everything from how to travel, plane tickets, promoters, relationships, conversation, traveling out the country, all of that stuff like that. I am willing to teach that and share that with people. Just like you go to a cosmetology class and they teach you how to do that lace front, and they teach you how to put them fish fins on the front of somebody's head. I'm taking my comedy skills and teaching them on a broader level to all audiences. It don't matter what color, whatever. We're going to do it two ways. We're going to do it in person and we're going to do it virtually, because I find that a lot of people want to be a comedian. And they don't just want to be a comedian because they want to go on stage.
Right.
That most good speeches, even Minister Joel Osteen does it, and other ministers do it. They start with a joke, and you have to have that repartee going on between the person on stage and the person in the audience. So I want y'all to learn what y'all got to learn, and I want y'all to respect the craft. And I know on our end as comedians, on our side, it's a lot of things that we need to do. Like, I think it's disrespectful for a show that's supposed to start at 8 and the show don't start till 8:30, 9 o'clock. I think that's disrespectful. And what has happened, not just here, but in a lot of other cities, y'all think that if a show started at 8, that y'all can get there at a certain time and they gonna hold a show. No, they not.
No.
If you already bought your tickets, I really think, and I say this to promoters and club owners, if a show's supposed to start at 8, you got to have somebody on stage no later than 8:15. But here the other part, financially, if people buying walk-up tickets, you're not trying to lose their revenue because you're trying to get the money.
Because we black.
Well,
that's what black people do. That's what black comedy clubs do. Not no damn white club you ever went to or mainstream, and that show's supposed to start at 8. At 8:01, that mic hot and somebody on stage.
8:04.
Black room. I gotta wait for my cousin to get here. I gotta wait for the VIP people. No, nobody care. Nobody. And for all the comedians, what she's saying about taking the class, Take it, because y'all don't know how to be comedians. None of y'all do. None of y'all, you unprofessional. Y'all, this is a job. We take this as a job, and it's serious. Y'all bring y'all asses in, and I say this to the people that I love, and even ones I take on the road with me. Do not show up at a show drunk. It's stupid.
Or extremely high.
Or extremely high. Like, you are working. Would you, and you want people to respect that. Now, would you go see your physician or dentist and he came in drunk or high? Ooh. No, you'll want to leave. So stop doing that with these comedy clubs, and it's so goddamn embarrassing, especially if we put you on the show and you there high and you drunk and you rattling. No, you not funny. You don't know. You walking in. There's comedians that walk in late. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. You walking in a half an hour late.
With 4 or 5 people. With 4 or 5 people.
Yeah. And bringing all these people to the dressing room. That's the headliner's food. That's not your food. That's not your drinks. That's the headliners. Not for your sorry ass and that ugly bitch you got with you. No. No, it's not for none of them. It's not for that. That's rules. And y'all don't learn that. Take the class so she can teach. Going out of town, going on the road. You on the road, you sleep, you ain't pumped no gas, you ain't getting no gas money, but you want to go to the show and get paid. Get your sorry ass out of my car. You want to go buy scratch off and scratch off the whole time we on the road. No.
Oh my gosh.
No, put money in. Do this drive.
They can't drive because they ain't got no license.
They ain't got no damn license. If you over 30 and you ain't got no license, you a bitch. Look, I don't care what you say. You just gonna have to get mad. Get your life together. You gotta get out here and get on this road. Hey, don't drive fast. You telling me not to drive fast because you got a warrant. No, you got to get out and catch the bus. And I made a rule. If you go out of town with me and you don't have a license and you got to ride, I'm charging. It's a $500 minimum. $500. Or you better go on and take the bus. $500 minimum because you in my car and I'm getting up all the risk. Take the class. A lot of y'all comedians, stop saying, I ripped. No, you didn't. If you went on Facebook and said you ripped, you didn't rip. Stop saying that. Stop saying that you went on and ripped. Just go and do you go to your job? Man, I put that tire on that car real good. Hey, no, you ain't got to do all that. You can just say, man, I had a great time. I had a great show. The class he's taking, take the class. Mike Larry got a dope class. He trying to teach people this stuff. Y'all don't know. You think you know, but you don't know. It's embarrassing. We got to say, when me and Coco, and I tell him, Coco will call me, so Mel, who can I put on this show I'm putting together? And we on the phone for 8 hours going, what about, like, no, they get too high. What about they get too, and then we whittle it down. Out of 8,000 people that say they comedians in the city, we narrow it down to 2. So,
7. Honestly, it'd be a tight 7.
That's the real number.
It'd be a and listen, and I can say that it'd be a tight 7.
Yes.
And then that's 7 with a pep talk. And it's
I know you gotta have
a pep talk. And it's disheartening because Chicago and other cities, they got it. We gotta have a whole pep talk. Like, listen, don't bring no narcotics in my vehicle.
Oh my God.
Don't bring no cocaine. Don't bring no crack. Don't bring nothing in my vehicle. Number 1. Number 2, all that you on the phone screaming and hollering and arguing, that's throwing me off. Don't get off the phone, text or do whatever. When the car stop, you need to be jumping out because it's your turn to buy gas. Me, Mel, Martez, Jeff Hortz, and Calvin Brown took a 24-hour road trip a couple years ago. We drove from here to Odessa/McCamey, Texas. Now listen, I didn't have to worry about anything. The promoter, listen, I told the promoter, I said, listen, let me talk to the guys and see would they be willing to drive. We just had to come in a couple days early because it was for a New Year's Eve show. Instead of you spending all that money on plane tickets. And then Jeff had to leave and fly from Odessa to LA. Mm-hmm. Cool. So I talked to the promoter. He was with it. I talked to Mel and Martez and Calvin. It was like, okay. We left literally a day and a half before. Got on the road. We went through about 14 seasons.
I know,
but
snow.
We went through snow. It was hot. It was 80 degrees. Then went to 30 degrees. Then it was an ice storm. I was like, but I didn't have to worry about nothing. We all chipped in on the gas. And the crazy part, we gave the promoter the receipt. He refunded us for the gas. So, I said, hey, y'all, we going to get the money back. Food, hotel. They did leave me at a hotel because they went and hung out grown up style, but it was okay. But I didn't have to worry about. And it's funny because Jeff was in the vehicle, and if y'all don't know Jeff Horst is he Caucasian, he kind of light skinned, and so we kept making jokes because everybody rotated when it was time to drive.
Right.
So when Jeff was driving, people was pulling up and they looked at me, then they looked at him like, okay, like where's that little white boy driving that big black lady? We was coming out of Oklahoma or something. Oh, we did. We went to Walmart. Me and Jeff went to Walmart, and they thought we were stealing in Walmart. So we had an amazing experience, and I didn't have to worry. Everybody had their license.
Yes.
Everybody was good. Everybody knew how to drive. Even though I was like, auntie, like, you need to slow down. You need to slow down. But you got to be credible. So if your L's ain't right, reach out to Alicia Martin, Esquire. She's an attorney, and she will help you get your license together. You should not want to just live and just exist. It's some things that you should want to have in order. And I'm not being mean, but you can't ride with me with no bullshit on you. You can't ride with me and you got warrants.
Right.
And when we get to the hotel, could you at least have a card or something for your incidentals? Could you please?
In the name of Jesus, please. Come on, man.
And I had one lady, I went out of town and it was some comedians. It was a comedy show and the comedians was everywhere. So one of the comedians didn't have a car. And the lady said, well, can I put, hell no, you can't put their room on my car. Because if they set this room on fire, then no. Put it on the promoter. I said, call the promoter and see. She called the promoter and I could hear the promoter in the background. And the comedian went to the side and I guess he gave her cash. No.
Oh my God.
No.
Get a debit card, get a chime, get one of them little Kroger Visa card, get something and put something on it, man. So y'all just be sitting there looking around like, okay, so anytime you check into a hotel and the room is going to be in your name, you have to leave some kind of card or some kind of deposit. Yeah, take the class so y'all can learn all this etiquette, dude.
Please take the class. And female comedians, listen, this is, I'm going to say this. Don't shit where you eat. If you working for somebody and you working for a promoter, and listen, you grown, I know you're a grown woman, you do what you want to do with your body, but here's the thing. When you sleep with the person that's paying you, you done shifted the game. Because I've told a few promoters, hey, like, Coco, what's up? I'm going to bring my money to your room. No, you're not. I'm going to meet you in the lobby. You ain't got to come to my room. You ain't got to come to my room. And what you come to my room for? And they didn't say, yeah, now, listen, if I sleep with you, I'm not going on the show. I'm not going to wear my body out. Because I know your sex probably bad, I could tell. And then I'm going to go on the show and perform too? No, you're not going to get that. You ain't going to work me twice. And then you done slept with the promoter, some of y'all comedians, you done slept with the promoter, and you only getting paid $150.
Hello?
Girl, if you don't sit your crazy ass down, and now he done hyped you up, yeah, you the funniest female we done had. And you done blew him up in the room with some dirty lab chops on the floor, and you done gave him the got 4,000. And now he keep telling you the best, and then when you get a different audience, you mad with him because the audience wasn't feeling you. You got to know if you ready.
You just hurt a whole lot of feelings right there.
You got to know if you're ready.
Because I know about 4 that been through that. And I think they watch it. I think you should.
I want y'all to understand this. Listen, you can't do all of that stuff. So listen, this weekend.
So was that common for them?
It used to be a little more common than what it is.
Okay.
It used to be a little more common than what it is, but you got to get outside the city. Now, listen, if somebody booking me for a Live Nation show or a tour or whatever, and they want to grab my titty from the back, I might be willing to.
Because you know you're making $150,000.
Listen, I know I got 5 shows and I'm getting $150 banking, okay, in the briefcase. They gonna hold the briefcase on the side of my stage and security gonna nod. I know what I'm coming home with. And I'm going right to the bank the next day and wire all that money home. Yes. But for $150 and some lamb chops and 2 apple martinis, no. We're not gonna do that. So this is my shameless plug. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be headlining at Burt's. You could go to eatatburts.com or you could go to Eventbrite. My girl Toy Too Tall is the feature. And let me say this. Toy Too Tall has been promoting her ass off. She promoted the show last night at another spot she was at. She went to Burt's and did a promo. She did 2 or 3 lives. She keep tagging or whatever. I want y'all to use Toy Too Tall as the template for helping your game grow. And she featuring, but she want the audience to come in to see us both. Dre Murray is hosting. She want everybody to come in and see the show. So Toy Too Tall is featuring. I'm headlining. You could go to eatatburts.com. You can go to Eventbrite and get your tickets and come out and check us out.
I'm gonna be down there too. So
come on, Mel-Man.
I'm gonna be down there messing around.
Come on, hang out with us.
Because all the jokes that me and Coco talk about, I'm gonna be throwing them to her. All the ones, the dude with the hand, the old jeans that had the dragon on the back. She bringing all this up.
Finger me for the corned beef.
That's the new one from today. I'm throwing all these out. She doing all these jokes, man. Make sure y'all come out, man. This is gonna be a dope show.
Y'all think so listen, creatively, we'll sit on the phone, me, Mel-Man, J Bell, a bunch of us will sit on the phone, Shiny D, T-Barb, and I could go on, and we'll sit on the phone and have a conversation and get off, and it'd be about 7 or 8 good jokes, and they'll be on stage, and we'll holler out, neck bones, or whatever, and the audience like, what is they talking about?
Now we tell the story.
And then it'll trigger them to go ahead and do the joke. So come out, laughter is good, it is great, or whatever, come out. And this is like the second weekend of my birthday celebration. So we're going to celebrate. Eatatburts.com. Celebrate. Enjoy. Yes. Enjoy. I know Lavish got some more questions. Oh, and tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., that's Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be on the show with Mason and Angie Starr. So I'm going to be just a guest hanging out at the radio station. I'm just going to show up with coffee. Yeah, I love, listen, I love this thing. This thing right here, I'm going to hang out with Mason. This thing right here.
Is that a microphone or that's
something else?
It's a phallic symbol of.
What's the symbol?
I'm glad you just did that. First of all, let me check everybody's ass. I don't give a damn what a baker missed at the little national anthem. Let me tell y'all something. You gonna get off Anita.
That's your
girl.
That's
the damn show. You gonna get off Anita.
That's the auntie.
She met one little ad and y'all tripping. Now I'm watching it thinking like she did a horrible job. She did a good job at the damn national anthem for the Phillies game.
But
the hell out of here.
First of all, singing the national anthem anywhere is a challenge. Can we say that?
Yes.
And then Anita Baker's voice. Listen, Anita, y'all, Mel right. Leave Anita Baker alone. Because y'all, listen, y'all don't even know the words to the national anthem.
Hello?
Y'all can't even sing it at the Pistons game. And don't even introduce the Negro national anthem. Y'all looking crazy. Y'all try to download that on your phone and flick it up real quick. Okay? And it's cold. And then the other thing is, the earpiece came out of the ear. Did you see her trying to put the thing? So listen,
y'all don't know sound. It bounces.
It's everywhere.
So when she says something, it's like an echo. Y'all better get it together, man.
So you got a big stadium full of a gazillion people, and that little bitty device that's in her ear that she's listening to give her everything she need, it kept falling out, and y'all saw her trying to put it in there. Anyway, leave Anita Baker alone.
Yes.
And if y'all could do better, do it. And submit it for next year for the Super Bowl.
Say, listen, weekend,
yeah, submit it this weekend. Yeah, but come down to Burt so we can talk about it. Matter of fact, if you real good, come down to Burt's, buy a ticket and sing the damn national anthem.
That's good. If y'all talked all that shit,
come on down
get
there.
A ticket and you
say, can you see by the dawn's yeah.
As far as I get with it.
Lavish, what you got? You got a question?
No, we about to go ahead and wrap the show up. But Mel-Man, real quick, man. Going back to my show, did I rip it?
So Coco gonna be at Burt's all weekend. No, for your first time on stage.
I'm saying, did I rip it?
You didn't rip it. No.
Oh, I didn't.
But you were very comfortable, and that's the key to great comedy. You weren't nervous. You probably weren't. You didn't show it. You was comfortable, and then you got jokes that went off. So was that your official first time on stage?
I mean, I introduced somebody, but as far as a joke, no, that was the
Then
first time.
Good job. That's a damn good job. That's real talk.
All right, so cool, man. You
So
putting me on your next set?
You got to keep doing it.
No, I'm saying, no. I asked him, is he putting me on the next set?
I give you a guest spot on some I do.
No, I mean,
That's a whole 5 minutes, man.
Okay, I give you a guest spit. Not a guest spot. I give you a guest spit.
No, put me on, put me on the flyer. I ain't even gonna charge.
You definitely gonna get on the flyer. Look.
Did he say put him on the flyer?
Put me on the flyer.
You gotta pay some more dues. You gotta pay some more dues.
So
or you could pay and get on the flyer, and we'll put special guests.
My talent alone.
You got the game messed up already, Playboy.
My talent alone.
Can we jump in that truck and tow some cars?
Yeah, you can try.
Then see, he said you can try.
No. You tell us where to go and say, go get this car.
Go get it.
And we ain't never did that before.
Yeah.
So you okay? Bet. Give me the key.
That's how I learned.
Give me the key.
That's exactly how I learned.
Yeah. You listen.
I'm gonna hook it up to the game.
No, but you know what, Coco? Listen up, Coco Mel-Man. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna become the comedy introducer.
That's
at
the
all
MC.
the shows.
That's
No,
MC.
not for the whole night.
No. The MC introduces the host. So
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be the
you're
MC.
gonna go up and do the warm up and then
That's it.
Introduce the host.
So they're gonna book me. Hey man, I want to need you to MC this event. Okay, yeah. How many minutes you need me up there? 3. All right, cool.
Okay, now you up there 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Somebody give you a letter. Hey, the comedian's not here. Some went down in the kitchen. You need to entertain that crowd for about 30 minutes. What do you do?
Shit, I want to say, man. Hey,
Okay,
they didn't call it off. I don't know what to tell you.
That's what you can tell 500 people.
They booked me for 3 minutes. It's been 4.5.
You at ground zero. There you go. Exactly.
But at least he honest, because it's some folks that if that happened to some other folks, what would they do?
Try to bullshit. I can do it. I can sit up there.
No, I won't have to tell them, y'all bear with me. We're going to talk about what's going on in the world.
But that transparency relates and goes farther than trying to fake it. People know when you ain't sincere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Be like, hey, listen,
yeah, but if you said that, they'll love you because you said that.
He was so honest.
I don't know what I'm doing up
and then
here.
you can start telling stories, and then that way you can get it.
Yeah.
And next time you look up, 30 minutes done went past.
Yeah, and
Right,
they will honestly look for you because you were being honest and transparent. Real quick story. Can I tell a real quick story?
Coco, your stories ain't never
Just go
real
quick. So listen, it's related to R. Kelly. So they used to do concerts at Comerica Park, right? So we looking at 60, 70,000 people. I remember one year, because R. Kelly didn't like to fly. So it was
He didn't like to fly?
he don't like planes.
Okay.
So I was supposed to be introducing R. Kelly. So it was myself, I think Tom Joyner, John Sally, whatever, Luther Vandross. It was a bunch of people on the show. So I'm on stage and I'm looking, because when you're on stage, you're looking at the people that's giving you your orders. So I'm on stage, and when I went on stage, they was like, hey, we need you to do some time. R. Kelly be here in a minute, right? So I'm on stage doing my thing, and I'm steadily looking to both sides, stage left and right, and ain't nobody got no signs or nothing. So I literally said, hold on, went to the side. They said, well, he ain't here yet. He might have been like in Ann Arbor somewhere. So I go on stage to the audience. I say, hey, y'all, listen, R. Kelly on his way. He be here in a minute. They start cussing me out. And I start cussing him out back. I say, fuck y'all. I didn't pick him up. He ain't ride with me. He coming from Chicago on his tour bus. Y'all ain't gonna cuss me out. You know what? I put the mic back in the thing and walked off the stage. I said, y'all ain't gonna talk to me crazy. And then when he got close, I came back. I said, y'all okay now? They said, yeah, we okay. Y'all cussing me out because R. Kelly ass don't like to fly. And he in Kalamazoo or Lansing or somewhere on his way. Y'all gonna cuss me out. Well, where the fuck he at? He ain't with me.
Right.
I ain't driving
my
him.
crib.
Shoot. So
Right.
yeah, be honest.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to end the show. Mel-Man, where can they find you at?
IG is Mel-Man Funny, MELMANFUNNY. That's on IG. And Facebook is comedian Melvin Bender. And y'all go, I post the shows and stuff like that. Like I said, I got a Ford commercial running now. People been hitting me up saying they've been seeing it, so that's dope. So hey man, just keep supporting me, man. I'm out here making people laugh. You'll know when I get to that point.
Okay, do you got any upcoming shows?
Upcoming, yeah, but I don't know none.
You don't know
That's
the
a
dates.
shame. That's
Okay.
shame.
So you have to go check his social
Yeah, go to
media
our social
pages
media.
out so
The
you
next
can
one is
find out.
Muskegon. Next week I'm in Muskegon. So and then I'm back here somewhere. So, yeah.
You in Muskegon Valentine's weekend? I'm gonna have to ride with you.
Yep. See. Yep. I'm doing
So you're gonna spend Valentine's Day with him?
No, Valentine's Day is on Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I'll jump in the car and ride. Sometimes you just have to get away.
Yeah, man. We with a comedian, ain't no such thing as a holiday.
Yeah, we'll get away.
Christmas.
I know Mel
whatever.
good. We got our system together. Listen. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Let's rock out.
So Lavish, you could go too. You got somebody calling us?
You can
No.
So listen, we appreciate y'all listening to the Lavish and Coco podcast. We appreciate all the love you give us, social media wise, virtually, in person, and all that stuff like that. So, dear future husband, I'm ready. I know my voice and stuff can be a little intimidating, but you got to mark your territory, baby. If you want it, you got to show up and act like it's yours. Don't be trying to love bomb me and be narcissistic and all that stuff like that. But you got to hold your spot. You know what I'm saying?
And go back and watch the video because when she bent over, she know how to get up on her toes. go back to the beginning of this video.
Yeah.
To this slide.
Baby, listen.
She stood up on them toes.
I used
like
to put
a
this
pro.
hot waka taka baka yak cop waka.
See, no, nobody. You got to Google that.
No,
Yeah.
no. If you know, you know. Listen, I can put all this up on my toes. But anyway, Father God, we thank you for keeping us safe and all that stuff. And do something nice this weekend. Like if you go in the dollar store tomorrow, the first y'all change hit, buy some blankets and some socks and put them in some bags. And if you out and you see some people that are houseless or going through some challenges, give them some blankets and socks. Do something for somebody else because it's not always about you.
Right.
That's right. All right. We're going to go ahead and end this show. Hope everybody enjoyed this. You can find us on all social media. Well, you can find me on all social media platforms at Lavish T. Williams. You can find Coco on Instagram at Coco the Comic.
And Twitter as Coco the Comic. And I'm on Facebook as Ginger Hudson. To the fellas, you got to have endurance. You just got to be consistent. If you send me a message and I don't respond, I'll meet you at the spot. We can talk.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You has strong shoulders for Coco. Too.
You gotta lock it up. Gotta brace it. Lock it up. Man up.
All right. We about to go ahead and go. I'm gonna leave out with a clip of her birthday. Yeah.
So I don't believe in coincidences. It was divine placement that I was literally here 2 weeks ago. So I ain't talking. I ain't gonna mic in my hand or nothing. All right. I was gonna act color. So anyway, I'll say this real quick. And I talked to them and they talked to them. So this is the 60th birthday party. I love y'all. Y'all amazing. Y'all talk about the applause. So I got my comedian family in the building. I also got my singing family in the building. So we're going to do like 3 or 4 comedians, Mel-Man, and then I'll introduce the singers. So ladies and gentlemen, I first really started paying attention to this brother. Well, I don't want to say him, but I saw him on a Bartman commercial, and he was sitting on a red leather couch. Y'all put him up on YouTube. He was the spokesperson for Bishop Airport and Flint and all of that. I'm feeling stuff. So anyway, my friend, my confidant, it's a lot of tears and stuff being shared. I want y'all, come on y'all, get ready with my man. Mr. Mel-Man, Bender, make some noise.
Yeah, you gotta make some noise. You gotta make some noise. All right. We out of here.